Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Meadsy69 and welcome back to the final day of my favourite tech tree line. And of course it is the FV215B. An amazing tank. It's actually my favourite heavy in probably the game. And I mean, the Conqueror is definitely my favourite heavy in tier 9. But this is one of my favourite heavies in tier 10. Now, I absolutely love this tank, especially rocking the graphite camo. It looks absolutely amazing. This tank's very popular. It's very popular, especially in tournament play. It's got great DPM. It's like the best DPM heavy, especially in tier 10. It's got really quick reload, 7.5 seconds I think, and that is just with the rammer. I'm not running calibrated shells. I mean, you can run calibrated shells. It gives it that HE a lot more, the hesh that these British heavies or any British tank pretty much has, and it's just an amazing tank. The armor's not the greatest, but the turret is very, very strong. Very strong. The speed is very good, and the speed even got better with that speed boost. So you can get into those positions very, very quick. Now, this battle, we actually get wrecked. We're getting absolutely wrecked. Within 2 minutes of the game, I'm only on 83 hit points with no tank dead. 7 versus 7 still, and I'm on 83 hit points. But we're not going to end there. We're not going to give up. We are not a giver-upper. We are going to carry on until we are dead. So we've bounced 1200 damage, luckily, otherwise we will be dead. And we've got ourselves 2300 damage. Now, the enemy have 2 tanks down. We got wrecked from the object 704, and we got wrecked from the pattern. Now, the object 704 is getting rushed from our enemy. Our medium tanks and a couple of our heavies, or a heavy and a TD, has flanked all the way around. So I haven't been able to do much lately, but an AMX-50B comes out sideways. I could see he's not looking at me, so we are going to HE the side of him now, putting him down to a one-shot, pushing me up to almost 3k damage. Now, I'm going to let my E75 go out, who is, I think, going to get wrecked by the IS-7 maybe. But now our Death Star rolls in, so I'm just going to sit behind our Death Star. He's now going to go for the AMX-50B, which for him is the wrong target to go for. There was no reason for him to go for the AMX-50B. You didn't want to waste potential 1200, maybe 1500 HE on either the Death Star or the IS-7 for not even 100 damage. But nevertheless, the IS-7 is very troll, and he's actually going to bounce the Death Star. Very troll indeed. 9 out of 10, or I'd say 7 out of 10. That could have probably been an ammo rack. But I'm not complaining. It got me a few extra shots. So we bounced 1200 damage. We end up on 4700 damage, and we stayed alive. So 83 hit points for almost the entire game. But yet we still managed a first class, and we nearly 5k damage. Now, this battle here is quite funny, and something happens that I've personally never ever seen. Some of you may have seen it in other battles. I mean, it's nothing like wow, but I've never seen it happen, and especially in tier 10. So we are going to push right. Now, I have an E100 with me who also does very, very well. So at the moment, this side of the map, it is just me and this E100. There is a TD coming. So that FV4202 has an amazing game. And I do blind shot him, hoping to penetrate him, but I'm not sure if I got him or not. So while we're not being challenged, we are going to cap base A. The enemy are not capping base B, or they're not capping base C. So now we've capped the base, and there is an SU 12254, which the E100 gets the shot off. I get a troll bounce. I mean, I hit his gun, I believe. So that was very, very troll. And now I'm just going to use my gun depression and my strong turret to get a shot in on the SU 122. Now, we are going to get some side shots into the mouse, and we spot the IS-8. So we're just going to back up enough just so we don't get shot but well, we're going to go forward. We're going to get that shot, but now we open up the Jaeger. So we're just going to back up, and we now have a side shot on the mouse. So we are going to get that shot on the mouse. Bit of a low roll, but it's still damaged and it's still penetrated. Now, this is almost a game changer. The motion on the enemy team becomes unspotted in the middle of the map. Now, he is going to play a big part on the enemy's team, and we almost, I mean, it comes down to the wire because of this guy. If he wasn't spotted when he was, I would have been able to flank around the IS-8, cleared the IS-8, and then maybe rush the Jaeger or get into a position where we can shoot the Jaeger. But this motion is stopping me doing that. Because of him, there is not many more places I could go. So the only option for me to do, I mean, we are losing now. We are 5 against 6. So the only option for me to do is to rush him. Now, the back chat on our team has gone, so it's now a 4 versus 5. So I have to rush this guy before the team rush us. And I know I can clear this guy. If I can get close to him, we do take a shot. And as I've said, the armor isn't the greatest on this tank. But when you are face hugging, this is when this tank becomes really good. Same as when you are hold down. If you're using that gun depression, it becomes a very strong tank. Now, the motion has resulted into backing up, which means we can get a shot there. Again, we are shooting APCR, so that was a bit of a low roll because of, well, we're face hugging, and I'm only going to be able to penetrate this guy. So now it's a 2 versus 5. We should not have any hope in hell to win this game. We have brought it down to a 2 versus 3. This Jaeger is a very low hit point, so I'm hopefully going to be able to get a shot in on him. Was hoping for a big high roll there, but we leave him on 48 hit points. Now, I do get a HE shot into my rear, which it could only be from the FV4202, and we're going to get one shot in on the E50M, and we are going to die. We are now going to die, which leaves the E100. He did take out the Jaeger. He now takes out the E50, so it just leaves the E100 against this FV4202. It's going to be tough, because the FV4202 is a great player. He's a fantastic player, and this E100 should be able to clear it in one shot. But the FV4202 is a really good tank, really quick tank. Now, the only option for this guy to do is just wait. I mean, if I was the FV4202, I would definitely go and try and cap base A. That's the only thing he can do, because we are winning on supremacy points. So I'm telling the E100, dude, just sit in B. Just sit in B, because if you get B, that makes the FV4202 have to come out. But he's not patient enough, and when he missed that shot, I was just like, dude, what are you doing? Just don't risk these shots. And as soon as the FV4202 rushes in, he gets very unlucky. He gets some troll misses, some troll bounces, and he is probably shaking like a leaf right now, because he has had, you're going to see at the end of the game, he has had a fantastic battle. Oh my God, the E100 misses again. Like, dude, what are you doing? And this is where I'm thinking, right, game over. But again, the nerves got to this FV4202, and he got the one shot. He's unfortunately missed that shot. If this E100 can just stay alive, he has won, and he does manage to kill the FV4202. I don't know how it happened, but I got an ace, 4,600 damage. We got the ace. We did get a few bit of XP. I mean, that was probably because we capped a base. And not only did I get an ace, but look at the FV4202, 6,800 damage. Of course, he got an ace as well. Well-deserved ace for not over yet from the Easy clan. And if that's not enough, the E100 also got an ace. Now, I've never seen that in tier 10, 3 people get an ace. I mean, I've seen 2 people for sure. Maybe in lower tiers you might get 3 people, but to be honest, I've never seen 3 people in one battle get an ace, unless it's new tanks that no one's got. But nevertheless, 3 aces, 1 game, not so bad. Now, next up, we are going to have another FV215B in the graphite camo, and it's driven by Baron from the Loka clan, and he's going to show us how to play the tank properly. Now, he's got a few shots there on, or a shot there on the E5, and he's now in a position where he's in a great position. He is in the middle of this bridge, so he's going to get some side shots. He can turn around very quickly if the tanks decide to rush. He can now get some shots in on the grill, and the grill can only see his turret, so he's actually in a very, very good position, and the grill just gives up, like, I'm out of there. He does get another shot in on the grill, so straight away, within a minute and a half, there is a tank down each, and he's on 1500 damage. Now, the Object 268 makes a vital error there. He decides to rush, miss his shot, so he took a shot for no reason, and he's almost down to a one shot. But Baron's team is vanishing. It's now a 4 versus 6, and there is 3 tanks behind him. There's an E75 in front of him. He needs to reposition himself before he gets absolutely wrecked. And it's now 3 versus 5. There is no way that he should be able to come off on top of this battle, but still, at the moment, he's done 3k damage. He's going to poke up, use that gun depression. Unfortunately, can't get that shot. He does get a shot from the E50, only manages to shoot the track of that E50, who comes in for the ram, and he does get a bounce. So now I love what he's doing here. He's going face hugging the E50, but he's looking at the grill. The grill's the more dangerous target at this point, and the E50 is just struggling to penetrate him. So he's bringing the E50 down to a one shot, and you can see him trying to dangle, and the E50 misses again. But it's now a 2 versus 4. Low roll there, unfortunately, on the Leopard 1, 17 HP, but the Leopard 1 decides for some reason to make a rush, and he pays the price, and it's now a 2 versus 2. The Death Star on his team has done a good job, 3 kills. I mean, he doesn't do too much damage, but he definitely helps changing this game around. Whether or not he does 1,000 damage or 6,000 damage, he has still taken out 3 tanks on the enemy team, and it just leaves an E5, and now, well, just an E5. Now the Death Star has taken the E75 out. Now the DPM of this, the reload of this, he's now just going to rush this E5. He can clear him in 2 shots. He goes for the ram, and now he is going for the hat shot. He misses. That could prove vital if this E5 penetrates. He is angling. He does get shot, but he's going to get shot, 1 shot on the E5, putting the E5 down to a 1 shot. He's a 1 shot. He's going to have to bounce unless the E5, for some reason, doesn't shoot. Lovely battle, 6,000 damage. Thank you, Baron, for sending me that in. And that is it, guys. That is my favourite tech tree line. I'm back tomorrow with the new episode of my worst line to grind in World of Tanks Blitz. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. I'm Meadsy, and I'll catch you soon.